Oh, it happens. We get to ad-lib a bit.
Yeah, definitely, especially with like taunts and stuff. I think some of the stuff that I was just messing around in the booth for Marvel vs. Capcom made it in. There was something I had to say which was like whoopsie, and I liked Mortal Kombat growing up, so I just kind of made that a reference to the Toasty. Whoopsie! So just little stuff like that. I mean, I'm a gamer. I've grown up playing video games. I love it, and so whenever I can shove little Easter eggs in there, then I do, if they let me.
Yeah, for me, because I actually localize a lot of the games from Japan, I speak fluent Japanese, and I have my own company doing this stuff. So, yeah, I definitely have a lot of input into the scripts, into the translations at least, and writing the dialogue, and then we'll rewrite stuff. And a lot of stuff from Japan doesn't translate so well, so then we'll have to rewrite it, which will actually change the meaning because we have to. Otherwise, it makes no sense in English. And then we have to argue with our clients and let them know this doesn't make sense, and in the way you want to say it, but this is much better, and it's kind of the same meaning but different, and then it's a long drawn-out process. But that's why a lot of the Japanese games, there may be kind of those like weird moments where you're like, what's going on here? And it's because of that, because a lot of stuff does get lost in translation. I try to keep it, try to make it work in both languages, and sometimes by doing that you have to sacrifice what could have been. It could have been better if you just did it in English, but unfortunately if you did that, you'd probably be alienating your Japanese audience. So you always kind of have to find a middle ground somewhere to make it work in both languages.
And for me, often in a recording session, they'll want you to do a series of 3 takes in a row of any particular line. And I like to go off script a little bit, and on the 3rd line give it my own spin. And often the directors like that. For example, in Duke Nukem Forever, at one point I go, "Those alien douchebags," right? My son, who's 18, says, "Dad, that's not the expression anymore, it's douche nozzle." So in a 3rd take it went, "That alien douche nozzle," and they used it in the game somewhere because they thought it was funnier. So sometimes ad-libs get used in the games, but most of the time we stick pretty close to the script. You can change maybe a word or two, but they don't want to change context or anything, and that's how that works. How about you, sir?